Hello and welcome to the January 2023 Real Estate Market Report for our two counties, Sarasota and Manatee. In this report, I will do a year-on-year comparison between this time last year and this year. I'll compare the month supply of inventory, the number of closed sales, the median sales price, the median days to contract or days on market, the number of cash transactions, and then I will wrap it up with what all the numbers mean. Let's get started. The month supply of inventory. Our market is off to a good start. The average month supply of inventory, the MSI, is at 3.0 between the two counties. This represents an increase of over 433% over that of January 2022, when the average MSI was 0.65. That was something. The number of closed sales. We closed a total of 1,162 homes compared to 1,766 at the same time last year, a decrease of 34%. For single-family homes in Manatee, the number of closed sales was 368, a decrease of 32%. For Sarasota, the number was 411, a decrease of 37%. For condo sales, Sarasota County decreased by 37% to 219, and Manatee condos decreased by 24% to 170 units sold. The median sales price. In Sarasota County, the median sales price of single-family homes decreased by 1% to $459,999. In Manatee, it did increase by 5.4% to $505,710. The median days on market or median days to contract. The median days for all property types for both counties range from 19 days to 32. The actual numbers are 26 days for Manatee condos, a 333% increase, 19 days for Sarasota condos, an increase of 171%. For single-family homes, the median days to contract was 29 days in Sarasota, which translates to a 314% increase, and 32 days for Manatee, an increase of 357%. Cash transactions. For single-family homes in Sarasota County, there were 108 cash transactions this January compared to 305 in January 2022, representing a 38% decrease. In Manatee, there were 132 cash transactions this past month compared to 193 at the same time last year, translating to a 32% decrease. So what does it mean? What do all the numbers mean? Clearly, we can see that despite the increase in inventory levels and a decreasing number of sales across board, the median sales prices are still higher than last year. The only exception is Sarasota's median sale price for single-family homes, which decreased by 1%. I was a little surprised by that actually. But what this means is that property values in our two counties are holding steady. Even more remarkable is the fact that the median days to contract increased by over 300%. So properties are staying longer on the market. But Sarasota again was an exception because its median days to contract for condos increased by less than 200%. There was an increase, but not by over 300% like it was in all the other categories. The Sarasota market seems a little wonky, and I'm eager to see how it goes in the course of the year. It is also remarkable that in today's era of high interest rates, when the number of mortgage applications are lower than before, we are seeing a decrease in the number of cash transactions. It means that fewer people have been playing in the real estate market. For our market, the winter season is our strongest and busiest, so we will keep an eye on what happens in February and March. Are we in a buyer's or seller's market? Finally, the question I get asked the most. Are we in a buyer's market? Are we in a seller's market? Technically, we are still in a seller's market because the demand supply of inventory is still lower than the 4.5 to about 6 that we need to be in a balanced market. But practically on the ground, both sellers and buyers are having to do a little give and take. The craziness that we saw in the first half of last year has abated, and houses are staying on the market longer. And therefore, sellers are having to make some concessions to buyers. And because of that, some sellers think that the power has left their hands or the force is not with them any longer. But the truth is, the force is still with sellers because property values are holding steady. But buyers also have more properties to choose from. So you tell me what you think about the market. What are your plans for the spring? Are you buying or are you selling? Let me know. And until my next market report, I will see you soon.